It takes a special kind of observance to truly understand the nature of physics. Sir Isaac Newton gained this observance with his famous apple. Why did it fall? What force was pulling on it when nothing appeared to be happening? What ethereal events must occur for this to happen? When we find with things like apples and gravity is a universal concept, that all of our reality is governed by these unseen forces, and that they affect us to such a degree that we have grown globally accustomed to them. How could physics, then, be anything but important?
People fail to realize that physics is really important and really just a really valuable lesson to learn in today's life. I mean, the apple in the tree and the apple falling from the tree, how else does it make sense? Really, when you think about it, gravity is just a construct created by humanity. And that's why physics is really just... I could throw this apple down right now, and you know what would happen? Physics would take it down. Not me, not you. You don't have the power to throw apples. You know what does have the power? Physics, I tell you, physics! And that's why we need to get Donald Trump out of...
So when we dive deep into physics, really understand the meaning behind these forces, we can finally understand the core behind the universe, the thing that was guiding us this entire time. We may find why the apple falls from the tree.
Give me that.
Our universe quarter was entirely about gravity, which we learned about in very roundabout ways. The main experiment with gravity was with pendulums, and we learned many interesting things because of this experiment. We used weight, angle, and length as independent variables to measure the time it took to swing, and through the experiment it became obvious that neither the weight of the pendulum bob, the bob being the weight at the end, in this case the Yoda doll, nor the starting angle of the pendulum itself affected the time it took to swing. It was only the length that caused this. We also did a few experiments to test how gravity worked on different objects, and found that lighter objects are not pulled differently by gravity, but rather are more sensitive to air resistance. Essentially, and to answer the essential question of how is science done, we conducted experiments based on quantitative changes and results that led to a reasonable conclusion. The 12th grade global theme was economics and power, and we find that physics in general correlates a lot to this theme. For example, making Popeye's fries takes energy, and therefore power. Without power, there are no Popeye's fries being made, and maybe even no Popeyes at all. How sad would that be? So for the Popeyes, the sad fate of Yoda, and the apple falling from the tree, do make sure to know the importance of physics. I got such a bad grade on this.